All right, let's kick off this explainer by acknowledging something every single one of us filmmakers feels right down in our bones. You've poured literal blood, sweat, and tears into your vision, right? Well, your art absolutely deserves to be seen. So welcome to the explainer. Today, we're going to take that gut-wrenching, keep you up at night anxiety of pitching and submitting your work, and, well, we're going to transform it. We're turning it into a clear, foolproof blueprint for distribution success. Our master map for this journey is this incredibly detailed strategy from the Shortfundly OTT marketplace. And if you're wondering, OTT just stands for over-the-top platforms, the ones that bypass traditional cable, like all your favorite streaming services. This right here visualizes the exact path from a raw submission to global reach, and most importantly, fair deals.
So, here's our playbook for today. We're looking at 1. The rejection reality, 2. The submission formula, 3. Earning an enthusiastic yes, and 4. A few bonus tips for success. Jumping right into Section 1. The rejection reality.
Look, we all know distributors are incredibly busy. They are sifting through literally hundreds of submissions a week. Because of that, simple errors are instant red flags. Ignoring submission guidelines, blasting out mass emails with zero personalization, or, oh man, sending massive 10-gigabyte file attachments instead of a simple streaming link. That's going to sink your chances immediately. And pitching, say, a slasher horror film to a family-friendly distributor, yeah, that just shows a total lack of basic research. It really comes down to a binary choice. In the don't do this bucket, you've got the lazy approach, unpersonalized email blasts, heavily compressed, just terrible quality video links. But over in the do this bucket, you have what buyers actually crave. They want a highly targeted, high production value, completely professional presentation.
Moving on to Section 2, the submission formula.
This right here is your definitive 6-step formula for pitching. We've got research, prepare, perfect, personalize, professional, and follow-up. Think of this sequence as your shield and sword in what is a deeply competitive marketplace. Let's break these down.
It all starts with Step 1, research. Before you draft a single word, you have to find companies that actually distribute films like yours. This means making absolutely sure your genre matches their focus. And once you find them, read their specific rules of engagement. Seriously, following their submission guidelines to the letter is literally your first test of professionalism.
Okay, once you have your targets locked in, Step 2 is prepare. You need a comprehensive professional press kit ready to go before your finger ever hovers over that send button. I'm talking about a punchy logline, that one-sentence hook that sells the whole movie. You need a compelling synopsis, a high-res poster, detailed cast and crew info, and some striking film stills. Having all this neatly packaged, it just screams, I'm a serious filmmaker ready to do business.
Next up is Step 3, perfect. And by this, I mean perfecting the actual viewing experience for the distributor on the other end. You've got to provide a high-quality screening link. Please, do not compress your film so much that it looks like a potato. And remember, actually this is huge. Bad audio ruins a movie way faster than bad video. So ensure your sound is flawless, the picture is crisp, and definitely include clear subtitles if they're needed.
Now, Step 4 is where you really start to separate yourself from the pack. Personalize. Never, ever use a to whom it may concern template. Just don't do it. You have to write a concise, targeted email that proves you've actually done your homework. Tell them exactly why your specific film is the absolute perfect fit for their specific platform. You want to make them feel like you are coming to them and only them.
Step 5 is professional. Now, I know it sounds basic, but it is shocking how many people get this wrong. Always use a proper professional email address. Let's leave that quirky SkaterDude99 handle back in high school, okay? Write a crystal clear subject line so they know exactly what the email is about before they even open it. And keep the body of your message incredibly brief. If you respect their time, they will respect your submission.
Finally, Step 6, follow up. If you hit send and hear absolutely nothing but crickets, don't panic and definitely don't get angry. Just politely follow up after about 7 to 10 days. A simple, brief message checking in is perfectly acceptable. In fact, it actually demonstrates that you're a professional who takes their business affairs seriously.
Let's roll right into Section 3, earning an enthusiastic yes.
So, what do buyers actually want? Well, distributors actively love to see a unique and engaging story, with high production quality for sure, but, and this is key, they also want the business side handled. They love seeing a clearly defined target audience, a strong proven response from festivals or early screenings, and a distinct marketing plan outlining your vision as the director.
If you bring them a great movie and a built-in plan for how to sell it, you're basically removing all their risk. You make saying yes incredibly easy for them.
And that brings us to Section 4, Bonus Tips for Success. You can really amplify your chances by keeping a few bonus tactics in your back pocket. Loudly highlight exactly what makes your film different from everything else out there. Don't be shy here. Mention your awards, festival selections, any positive reviews. Plus, if you've built an audience, showcase your social media reach. Proving that there's already an existing demand for your work is a massive asset. And finally, above all else, be patient and just keep improving your craft.
When you adopt this kind of structured approach, you're setting yourself up for transparent processes and fair deals. The ultimate goal here is simple: submit smart, get distributed, grow global. Your story is worth sharing, and the right approach is exactly what's going to move your film from a private, hidden screening link to maximum global exposure.
So, with this foolproof, 6-step formula in your arsenal, you really don't have to fear the no anymore. You know exactly how to engineer yes. So I'm going to leave you with one final question to chew on before you sit down to draft that next pitch. Is your film ready for the world? Because if it is, it's time to stop waiting for permission, get those materials prepared, and go claim your audience.